Bad news if you were expecting Haney versus Garcia part 2. Ryan Garcia, seemingly, he's throwing cold water on it, but I'll explain why and what exactly went on. Make sure you guys follow me on social media. Listen, I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. Sometimes I'm not able to make a video straight away, but you can find the information to stay up to date on my social medias, my Twitter, my Instagram especially, my Facebook like page. All of them are below, so make sure you guys follow so you can follow the story. It's not just, I'm multi-platform. We don't just do this on YouTube or just on Twitter. I'm everywhere. You ain't never there. So make sure you guys follow my social media. Pause the video, follow the social media. If you're not subscribed, you might want to subscribe. It's a great time to do that. Now on with the video. Ryan Garcia says there will be no rematch for Devin Haney, and he says the dream can live with the nightmare. Now, he posted this picture of Devin and Diddy, which is wild because anybody, unless you live under a rock, you know what's going on with P. Diddy, right? But that's a real picture. It's not like a Photoshop, where Devin, I guess, was at a pool party or something with Diddy. And Ryan says, and I quote, Devin is the undisputed freak off. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We got to do that again. I'm so sorry. From the top. Ryan is just so, he just be saying craziness. So I'm going to try to get through this again. Okay. He says, Devin Haney, the undisputed freak off champion. Devin, I can't take an L Haney, only used 5 bottles of baby oil and didn't tap out. This man Ryan's an idiot, dog. He says, so it says Andre Ward is asking Devin Haney if he wants a rematch against Ryan Garcia. I made a video about that. Check that. If he was right here, I would get it back right now. That's literally what Devin Haney said with this cough syrup shirt hoodie on. Ryan says no rematch. Live with that left hook nightmare. Boom. Again, I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. There's a lot of fake content, washed content, clickbait content regarding boxing. BOXINGEGO is the name you could trust. A lot of low energy, low level, like you listen to the audio levels are bad, the visual quality is bad, the thumbnails are cheesy and janky, and the information, most importantly, the information is bad. So you as boxing fans, support the creators that you like that are really helping the sport and growing the sport, and tune out all the other nonsense. So I'm giving you guys specifics. You guys can look at the timestamps, all that good stuff. Ward had a direct question to Devin. Yo, do you want to do a rematch? Is that something you like? I got to get this back. Devin Haney says if we were here, we could get it right back now. Like, meaning like if he was in this interview room or I'm doing an exclusive interview with Dre Ward, I'll scrap right now. I mean, to me, I see, I'm from the Bay Area, people, and I'm gonna be real. When people start posturing and doing all this stuff, you got to take it with a grain of salt, because like the real ones are the silent killers. Like, why would a prize fighter, and I've already went over this, but why would a prize fighter who gets paid millions of dollars to fight, and you already fought him for 12 rounds, and if he wronged you, you should want that back in blood. I would imagine if somebody cheated you, you want to, oh, I want to get that back, right? And you talking about fighting for free, and then you laugh. You said, oh, I'll get it back right now. That don't sound believable. Not one-on-one, unless you jumped Ryan or something. But we seen the carnival fight at the OC County Fair. Ryan, I don't even want to get too, because I don't want to condone they're pro fighters. They should be fighting in the ring with the referee. It's that simple, and getting paid for it. But like, for the person who got dropped repeatedly, yeah, he showed heart. He got back up, but he got dropped repeatedly and hooked off on by Ryan Garcia. it just doesn't really sound believable that that person is the one that wants a street fight, but you couldn't get out the way of the left hook. And the referee, low-key Harvey Doc, was affording Devin Haney more time, like getting him up slow, telling Ryan to go this way. It was like a lot of people complained about the referee job. In a street fight, you could pick up tables, knives, chairs, nunchucks. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's the Wild Wild West. So given how the sanctioned fight with referee help looked, I highly doubt that you would probably want to see Ryan. If you're complaining that he missed weight and he's a cheat and unprofessional, a non-sanctioned fight could be even worse, because who knows suspended Ryan how much he's even weighing. So this did not sound believable one bit to me. And anyway, Ryan says, no rematch, live with the left hook nightmare. So he's just like getting tired of Devin Haney. Devin speaks on to Ward on the Ryan fight. I want to look at myself, like, where did I go wrong? I was trying to figure it out, yada, yada, yada. Ryan says, shut the F up. Shut up. God damn it. He says, shut the F up already. No amount of dope told you to drop your effing hands. And by the way, this is the reason you are Diddy's side piece. Because you can't take your loss like a man. It must be exhausting trying to twist reality just to avoid admitting defeat. You know, not everyone gets a participation trophy in life. Maybe if you spent half the energy on self-improvement that you do on excuses, you'd actually get somewhere. But hey, denial is a skill too, I guess. Ryan's going in. I mean, you guys could go to my social media. This one, he's just talking about Chat GPT. It says, talk trash about Devin Haney because he can't take his loss like a man. You guys can find this on my social media. I'm not going to read this Chat GTP response, but you guys can find it. Follow me on social media. So all in all, the rematch definitely looks like it's in jeopardy. Rest in peace to Alex Trebek, because of what was said. And like, I've already talked about aspects of it, but I feel like if the rematch doesn't happen, it's more on Devin Haney because of what I'm hearing. I listen to what people say. So I've listened to Ryan. I've listened to Devin Haney. Devin Haney has been the person who, he doesn't necessarily just give you a straight answer when it comes to that question, the $1 million question, would you rematch Ryan? Andre Ward presented it very professionally, very direct. Do you want to get that back? And it was this long spiel about, oh, we could get it right now. Like, scratch that. Because you're a pro fighter, as I mentioned earlier in this video, you shouldn't be fighting for free. You know, that's just dumb. So when you actually get to what he said, he didn't really say much. He was just like, everything got to be perfect. Everything got to be right. I'm paraphrasing. Go check out the interview with Andre Ward, All the Smoke fight. He basically said everything got to be perfect. The room got to be the right temperature. The negotiations have to go well. And everything has to be to my liking. And I'm directing traffic, basically. He's basically saying that. Like, yo, it got to feel right to me. And I got to call the shots. It has to happen on my terms because I tried to give you a fair one and then you tested positive with the Osterine. So I don't know if we'll ever see these two in the ring together, but given the wishy-washy and like non-direct responses from Devin, I gotta say it's more on his side. He went to ESPN when Ryan Pop said, I don't think I'll ever share the ring with this guy. Received a lot of backlash for that because people obviously want to see the rematch. Then he kind of changed it and said, you know, I want to take it further than that. Then he kind of pitched the notion that he might sue Ryan Garcia. And the funny thing is this, the Haneyacks and the Haneyacks channels and content creators, they kept promoting that. They were like, Devin's going to sue him. Devin's going to sue Ryan Garcia. We're months after the fact. I ain't heard nothing about a lawsuit or class action settlements, or I ain't heard no litigation. I ain't see no subpoena, no paperwork being served. But the Haneyacks said that Devin for sure was finna sue Ryan Garcia. So again, you can't really trust the Haneyacks to keep it real. And I told you in those videos, I said, I would love to see. I want to see how this transpired. This is not my beef. I didn't do nothing wrong. I don't have no Ostarine in my system. So this is their beef. This is nothing to do with me. So I'll just report it and see how this whole thing unfolds. But you guys were the ones saying that Ryan was getting sued. And I'm like, under what grounds? Like, he's being suspended. He's claiming tainted supplements, whether you believe it or not. You have to understand how court works. In the court, you have to convince beyond a reasonable doubt said thing is true. Ryan is going to keep saying it's a tainted supplement and he didn't know and it wasn't the reason he won. You got to prove the opposite, basic. So what are you going to sue for? Emotional damage. And again, the burden of proof would be on you to tell to the judge or the jury and explain how you know without a shadow of a doubt, unequivocally, that Ryan intentionally cheated, which led to reduced wages or whatever else that you would complain about to sue about. So for me, I didn't really see that, but that's what the Haney Act said. So we still waiting on the lawsuit. But back to this, who knows if the rematch will happen? I would love to see it because it's kind of like on a cliffhanger. Ryan cheated with the Ostarine, says he didn't do it on purpose. Devin got scraped in the fight, then it got overturned. So, as a sports fan and an analyst, you would want to see that corrected and like some clarity and clarification. We got it with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury doing a trilogy. We got it with Canelo, who failed for clenbuterol, but still fought Triple G the second time. I mean, he did fight him a third time, but namely right after the clenbuterol failed, he had the second fight with Triple G. And he was doing drug testing, like stringent drug testing at that point, and then he still beat Triple G in the second fight instead of the draw. So I think it would be good here, but based on what I'm hearing from Devin Haney, I really don't know if that's gonna happen for real, because Devin just doesn't sound, he sounds like every time he talks about Ryan, he sounds very overwhelmed and stammers a bit, stutters all over the place, and he just sounds like he has PTSD from the Ryan Garcia fight. So, and he's not very linear, like, yo, I want to see Ryan Garcia, this mother gotta pay. We don't get that. So I'm not hearing the confidence and the bravado that we've seen. Like, you put Devin Haney in front of George Kambosos, he sound very confident that Kambosos couldn't mess with him. They did the sit down where they were on the little couches and they were face to face. Devin was talking that talk, but even Regis Prograis, even though he was moving up, he was talking that talk. You too little, you too little. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna da-da-da-da. But then you ask him about the Ryan Garcia rematch, and it's kind of like, it got to be perfect. Maybe, I don't know. I'm a competitor, but I don't like it. If someone tried to do this to you. So, I don't know. We'll see how it plays.